What is up, YouTube? I hope you all had a good weekend. It is Monday, so that means another Guild War video. Today we are fighting PotatoFarm. I'm not sure how we actually matched up against them since we were expecting to fight Talentless 2 and Rec 2, but we'll take it. Just means an extra 2 days to save gold. If you do enjoy this video, please leave a like and comment for what you'd like to see next. And without further ado, let's get right into it. Alrighty, so for round 1, we are going to be running Crowd to tank the Rimuru. We have LHC to get activated since these two units both counter. We have Rowana faster than LHC so that we can activate LHC right away at 185 speed. And then we have LHC at 175, so 10 speed difference. You could argue maybe 15 is safer, but who cares? I don't want to spend the gold. And then we have Crowd on a standard build just to tank and on a Holy Sack in case it's Meru with crit damage and Rimuru and just one-shots him. For round 2, we have Ed going the fastest, so the Zeo is going to go into him in silence at 180 speed with injury set. And then Doris is going to be in standard build. I slowed her down so that she's outside of the speed RNG range with Edward for Zeo to go into her. Injury set Ed is a must if you're going into an HU scaling bruiser like a Ravi, so just keep that in mind. And Rose is here to tank in case this is random stats, by the way. Don't judge me. This is just random gear. And then basically Rose is here to tank Zahhak if he goes first. I was thinking of running like Stene or like Celine, but if you run Stene, Celine here and Zahhak goes first into Doris, you could be in a world of pain because he's just gonna S3 and then have invents and then S2 and you could be fucked, right? But yeah, without further ado, let's go. Alrighty, so Magic for Friends, 11.6k HP, Phantom Light and Dark. It pushed up the Rimuru. And right, let's see the damage coming in. No crit damage buff though, so unlucky. And yeah, decent damage. We're definitely not gonna die though. I think one thing I forgot to mention is you want to make sure that you have immunity on the Rowana. Because if you don't have immunity on Rowana, if you S1 the Rimuru, he's not going to analyze and assess. So you need that, right? So just keep that in mind. So we S1 into the Rimu. This is going to proc and heal our Crow a bit. He has some Proof of Valor too, so we want to make sure we keep note of that. 15k HP Rimuru. So now we S3. Now, if we had Aurea's Crow, we would have lost Crow right away, right? So gotta make sure we be careful. And I actually think we can just dump the S3 into the A mid. We might as well just take her out first, because the Mercedes is going to heal us with the double proc on S2 since she has attack buff. So we take away the tempo when it's pretty much done. LH is gonna cut in front and finish off the Rimuru. Yeah, very clean team. Very clean. Alright. And those of you that may notice that the heroes actually look a little bit different, it's because Mumu Player is just such a good emulator, so I recommend downloading Mumu Player because you can play with some of the settings. Alright, first attack done. On to the second. Alright, so it's Bloody Rose Zeo, 9.5k HP. So it looks like a standard, maybe like RTA Zeo. Okay, goes first. Okay, boom. Silence. Very nice. Pretty decent damage to Hawk there too. 24.2k, so about 25k HP. So we're just going to S2. And I think we can... Let's just S1 this. Because Rose is going to be able to push the Edward down anyway, so... Let's just... I want to farm up souls so I can soul burn S3 on Ed as well, so we can get more value out of S3 onto the A-Ravi sooner than later, since we are running injury set. So we're just going to S1 into the Zeo. No problem. S1. Yeah, this team is very good. Very good, because if this was Abyssal Crown Zeo and it stunned my... And it did stun my Edward, then it could have been a little bit sus as well, right? That finishes it. Perfect. We're going to S1. Injury's going to start stacking now. Now we have enough souls. We're going to push the Ed. Might as well, since we have soul burn up. This, we just put the shield on the Doris. Man, I haven't used Blue Rose in a really long time, eh? Samsara Prayer Beads too, interesting. Okay, injury is stacking. Now we S1 with Ed. I think we S2. No, S2 is down. We S1. Yeah, A-Ravi on defense now in 2023 just feels really bad. Like, most HP scaling bruisers are just not as good anymore. We S2 with Doris. We S3 Soulburn again with Ed, and then the fight's pretty much over. There we go. And that's it for the first fight. Alright, first battle done. Over into the second one. Alrighty, so for round 2, or second battle, I mean, we're going to be running Pillis on Aureus for damage mitigation. We have shifted Pillis off a protection set, and we've moved the protection gear to some other units, but just 2k, 28k, as much bulk as possible, and we want to make sure that Alencia has bulk and injury and penetration set, as we can see we do, and we have our own artifact. Make sure that you are on the increased damage EE, since the healing one isn't really going to do much for you. And then we want to have Doris here on Water's Origin, which we do. We want to have at least 100 ER so that in case it's a full damage Braceria, we resist any defense breaks and unbuffables. But, you know, this is just like a standard Doris build, as you can see. For round 2, we have T Crozet to protect the Zahhak. We have Holy Sack in case the Aiden one-shots it after Rand defense breaks him. And then we have double green, which means Rand RNLs is automatically going to go into Trozet, which is perfect. We have 342 ER on the Destina so that we won't get Senya provoke locked or, you know, defense broken by Rand. And we have Zahhak with 100 crit chance and immunity and symbol, and the S2 or the S1 attack buff EE. Immunity is important in case the Senya does go first, so make sure you have that, and 100 crit chance as well to guarantee we hit her there. Okay, and let's go. All right, Amid pushes first. Phantom Light and Dark. Let's see if it's a full damage Braceria. It's a pretty fast Braceria, so I'm gonna assume that it is just full damage.
This is going to hurt.
And how much damage does it do? Pretty decent chunk of change. So we're going to dispel the defense break off of the Alencia.
Never give up.
And then we're just gonna S1 onto the shoe to remove the skill null.
You're not too strong, so this should be enough.
And of course injure her as soon as possible. Oh, I forgot the screenshot. Whoops. That's okay, that's okay. Daydream Joker. So this guy was definitely doing Nightmare Raid. So it's too bad. So we're gonna SP for barrier. Alright, and then we're going to Alencia S3 here. And that's also one thing we did in Alencia S3 right away, is because we want to make sure we have the ability to strip the anti-crit and all the buffs that they get. Because if we just S3 off the bat there, then, you know, they just put up anti-crit after, then it's, you know, completely pointless. Yeah, this fight's pretty much over, so we might as well just soul burn this. And he resisted, but he's dead. And then Amid, Phantom Light and Dark still. Skill null on Braceria again, which means we just have to kill Amid first. Guiding Light. Interesting. She gets another push. It's whatever though. And we just S1. Amid's gonna die here. And our next turn, Braceria is just gonna get put down to 1 HP, and then it's all good. So let's just push the Alencia. And then we S1. Hopefully this brings her to 1 HP. Yeah, it does. Yeah, the defense break landed. Perfect. Okay. And then Pillis finish it off. Nice. Round 2. Hopefully it's also just as clean. Trozet protecting the Zahhak, we definitely can't die, so... Sword of Cycling Seasons on Aiden. Very slow though, very slow.
Are you ready?
Is he RNL? Let's find out. Sword of Summer Twilight, so no RNL. Very good. So we're just gonna push Destina. We're gonna S3 to one-shot the Aiden. Alright, perfect. And Destina's turn, we're gonna heal up the I actually think we'll just S1 tap the Ran.
In the light's name.
And then we're gonna push the Zahhak. Now Zahhak can get provoke locked here by Senya, but if that is the case, it's okay. Because we have double cleanse, so we have S3 on Destina, and we have T-Cross at S3 as well. Okay, so we didn't. So we just want to kill the Ran, and then we can soul burn on Zahhak's next turn to kill the Senya. Perfect. Everything's going well. T-Crozet might die to this hit here, but we have Holy Sack. Perfect. And I'm not going to burn because we do have decreased hit chance. That's fine. We're going to push. Yeah, we could just S1. Because T-Crozet's going to push him down 40% again for the Zahhak, so we don't need to waste S3 here. Perfecto. Now we just basically just S2, S3, and he's dead. S3. And we did hear that, we did see it's Spear of the New Dawn, so we know it's not Holy Sack. Perfect. Very clean. On to our third battle for the day. Alright, so for round number 3, we're going to be running Dark Corvus, Green Armin, and Destina. So just show the stats. We have 342 ER on Destina to resist any defense breaks from Ran. And we have DC with 1900 defense and 33k HP on Proof of Valor. This is basically so that any Ran RNLs and any Karina S1, S3s is going to go into DC since we double Earth. And then we have Green Armin on Protection Set with Aureus, and you want to make sure that you have the S3 Cleanse EE in case, you know, DC's defense broken or something like that. And then bottom team, we have T-Crozet protecting the Zahhak so that he doesn't die. Holy Sack just in case that the Aiden gets crit damage buff and attack buff, and it's sort of cycling a one-shots at T-Crozet. And then we have Doris tanking the LCB, standard build, nothing special here. And then we have Zahhak with Symbol of Unity, a little bit faster with Immunity. Immunity is not necessary, but I don't want to change the gear for this attack. But yeah, should be pretty clean. Let's go. Alright, Ran has 10k HP. Let's see what artifact he's on. Sword? Or is it RNL? Okay, so it's not sword. It must be RNL then, I'm guessing. Immunity on Ed is also kind of troll, not gonna lie. S3 is gonna go on to the Green Armin. That's fine. He has defense broken, so that did a lot of damage. But we'll be able to stabilize in a moment. Alright, so now we push. Okay. We're going to push the Green Armin and then use S3 to cleanse the defense break off of the Dark Corvus. And also get the barrier up as soon as possible here. Okay, defense buff as well. Goes into DC. We're gonna S1 on the Ran. One more attack and then DC is ready to go to kill the Ran. Okay, that's fine. Is he RNL? He is RNL. Okay, so now he has skill null. But that just means Destina is just going to have to S1 to remove the skill null so that we can kill with DC. If we get defense broken, we're still okay, I think. I don't think we're in any danger. So let's just remove the skill null. I think Green Armin might get lapped. Okay, that's fine. Just S1 onto the Ran. S3. This is gonna kill the Ran. Okay, so Ran is dead. Karina gets to push. Now we're gonna S3 to stabilize because Green Armin's getting a little bit low. And so we're just gonna heal her up here. Perfect. Alright, full heal. Now we just slowly charge up the DC, and then we soul burn into the Ed, and then we just finish off the fight, basically. Okay, counter. Doesn't really do anything. Speed buff is useful. S1 onto the Karina. It's also counter Karina, which also helps our case even more.
Don't be afraid.
Let's push. We're gonna save the push, actually.
Let's go together.
That's good. Now he's charged up. One more turn and then he's charged up.
I'll block everything.
Hopefully I don't stun her. Perfect. Ed goes into the Garmin. Shouldn't die though, I think. Yep. Even with the injury, it's fine. Green Armament is getting awfully low though, I must say. Yeah, DC's not gonna get cut, so we're fine. So now DC's gonna Soulburn S3 onto the Edward so that we can stabilize. Counters, that's fine. Defense broke me. Rip. S3 into the Ed. And Ed's gonna die here. Perfect. Sigurd Scythe as well. Make sure we make note of that.
This is your grand finale.
And he's probably gonna land defense break if I had to guess. And he does. He one taps my Garmin, but that's okay. I'll just bring back the Garmin with Decina S3. S1. Counter. Yeah, DC is getting charged up very quickly. Perfect. And we're actually going to push ourselves so we can S3 to get the Garmin back up. We're going to cut in front of the Karina and then we cleanse as well.
For a miracle.
Bit of a longer fight, but you know, we want to go for the safest option, which this seems to be pretty good.
Skills like yours.
Hopefully this doesn't kill Green Armin, but it might. It's our last attack, so it's not a huge deal if it does. Okay, whatever. Now we Soulburn S3. Okay, yep, that's good. And round 2. Shepherd of the Hollow Aiden. Interesting. So she pushed Aiden, which means he's gonna go before my Zahhak, and then Zahhak can just kill him after. Or her, I guess. But we don't have a way of removing skill null, which is a bit unfortunate.
Resist as much as you can.
So we have Holy Sack. If we have Holy Sack, that's fine. We need to remove the skill null somehow, though. Okay, let's just S1 on the Aiden. LCB goes into the Doris, which is okay. We have Water's Origin to cut in front of the T-Crozet. T-Crozet's gonna S3 afterwards. Oh, it's injury LCB. Oh, interesting. So Hawk's gonna cut down with the push from T-Crozet. And it's fine.
You're getting in my way.
We're gonna push the Doris.
I'll finish this soon. Death
And then we S3.
comes unexpected.
Now, even if we S1'd the Zahhak miss and it killed the T-Crozet, it would have been fine either way. Because he wouldn't have been targeted by LCB, right? So it wouldn't have made any difference. I guess what I'm trying to say is I looked a lot closer. It looked close, but it really wasn't that close. Okay. I really don't know what's the point of injury LCB. Like I don't see the value, but maybe it's good in some sense. I don't know. 10k A-mid. We just S1 on LCB. We're going to S1. Sigurd Scythe. He heals a bit. It's fine. Remove the skill null off A-mid, I guess. Okay, Seekers are protecting the Zahhak, it's all good. We push, we S3, and then we one-shot the LCB. Okay, perfect. Now we're going to S3 push the Zahhak to try to get him to go first before the A-mid so that we can Soulburn S1, which we don't, unfortunately, but we just Soulburn here. And she's dead. There we go. Nice and clean. As always, thank you so much for watching and supporting my channel. I really appreciate all the comments you guys are leaving. Please continue to do so and leave feedback since we actually resolved our sound quality issue in the previous video. And if you did enjoy the video, please consider dropping a like and comment as it really helps me with the algorithm. And if you do need any adventure help or expedition help, feel free to add me and leave a comment below with your username so I can accept you. And as always, I love you guys. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Bye!